Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Overflow. In this video, we'll see another LeetCode problem. That is a maximum length of repeated subarray. So we'll understand what this question is and how we can solve this question and what is the best case to solve this question. So this is a mid level question and we'll understand all of them one by one. So before moving on, if you haven't subscribed to Learn Overflow, make sure to subscribe to Learn Overflow for regular LeetCode videos like this. The question says we are given two integer arrays, this num1 and num2, fine. And in that we need to return the maximum length of subarray that appears in both arrays. Okay, so maximum length of the subarray that appears in both the arrays. Fine. Now, in example one, if you look at an example, we see that this 1 2 3 2 1. Okay, and if such is the case and the num2 is 32147, we say like 321 and 321 is a subarray that's repeated in both the arrays, right? In both the arrays. So that's why we find the length being 3. Okay, the length being 3, and as an explanation you can say that this is the one that's get repeated. And further, if you look at the second example, it's simply like the values are over here. Fine. So this is the five elements are exactly getting repeated. So how will you solve this? One of the idea that first comes in your mind is like keep traversing. Like there should be two loops, one in which you will traverse on the like the num1 array, and another in which you traverse for the num2 array for like each element like a nested loop. Okay, so we'll check for this element if is there any starting point for in num2. If that is so, then we'll if that is so, if we'll keep checking for the next element to see if there is a common or not. Okay, next onwards what we'll do, we'll check the second element there and keep like try to find a starting point in the num2. If not, like we'll go for the third element and we'll try to find a starting point in third element, that is we find over here. Okay, so from that, once we find an element getting matched in both the arrays, then we try to find out what's the next element. I mean, what's the next of this is same or not. Okay, so this is a kind of approach we can go ahead. So it will be a much higher complexity as initially we are going ahead in a nested for loop. Okay, and within that, we once we get a match, we are again going into a loop and then traversing our array, like traversing our both the arrays to see how many of them are actually matched. Okay, so that's what we are doing. So this is not a best case solution. So what you can do in this solution, for this solution, what you can bring in, you can simply without again and again going into a third loop inside our listed loop, we can bring in our dynamic programming. Like what we can do, we can keep a 2D array that is of a size n into m, n and m being the n being the length of num1 and m being the length of num2. Okay, we'll check if two elements are equal in num1 and num2. We find that again that's a for loop kind of like insisted for loop. So in that, if we find if two elements are equal, then we'll store then we'll see if dp of the last elements, the last two elements are equal or not. Fine. uh, so in the last, so whatever the value, we'll simply add it to our current position. Fine. So it's more like our dp array is there, so consider this as a dp array. So in that, what we will do, we what initial steps we'll do, we'll keep all the I0 J0 positions as our 0. Fine, just to hold our initial values. Okay, just to consider that there's no duplicates. Okay, so let's consider up to this. Now this is I1 J1. Fine, so this is I1, this is J1. Fine, so I1 J1 was actually meaning the starting of num1 and num2, so num0 and num2 0. Okay, so there's two values. So if we see those two values are getting matched, that means we'll see the previous value. Previous value will be num1 minus 1, num2 minus 1. I mean I minus 1, j minus 1. That is the initial this block. Okay, so wherever we find a match, say we find a match as I equal to 0, 1, 2. So that is I equal to 3. Okay, so uh, I equal to 3. Say we found a match over here, I equal to 3 and j equal to 1. Okay, so I equal to 3 and j equal to 1. So say if I found a match over here, right, over here, just because that's j value is 3 is the value and I value is they are also kind of match. So what we will do, we'll put something like 1 plus the previous I minus 1 j minus 1, that is 0 over here. So 1 plus 0 is initially 1. Okay, so I'm writing this in full. Next we find a match at I equal to 4 and j equal to 2. So I equal to 4 and j equal to 2 will be the next column. Okay, look here. So I equal to 4 and j equal to 2. So this will be the column. Okay, the I equal to 4 and j equal to 2. So what happened over here, we'll find one. We found these two blocks are matching, I1 and j4. So we'll find 1 plus, we'll look for I minus 1, j minus 1. So that is 1. Okay, we'll keep a back of both the loops. When we find that's 1, so that's how we find it's equals 2. So we find a length of 2 is the maximum match we have till now. Fine. Similarly, we'll keep on traversing and then we will find out the maximum length. Like each place we'll keep a check on the maximum length and we'll find out. So this will be our kind of a best, like the better solution for us. Fine. And the code we write will actually follow this solution. Now there is another kind of solution, there is another kind of solution, that is you can use hashing over here. Okay, I'm not explaining that kind of solution in this, but with using hashing you can find the total the total runtime in this LeetCode actually falls down gradually. I mean, if this kind of solution takes you around 70-80 millisecond, okay, you will find that with hashing it falls down to 14 milliseconds. I mean, that's kind of a nearly 100% faster solution. I'm not explaining that kind of solution in this video. I'll go ahead with writing this solution over here. But if you're curious how that hashing works, so I will put that put that code in the LeetCode section. You will find the link in the description. Okay, so you can check out that solution, and if I'll see if possible, I will make another video explaining that solution. Okay, because that will take time. Now, so this is the kind of approach. I hope this is understandable how we can move ahead with it. So let's quickly write this code and see how this code actually works for us. So as you see, this is the kind of solution we have over here. And what we did over here, as I said, we took a max variable, that is storing the max value for us. See, this went down to 38 milliseconds. So that's the 97% faster. And as I said, you can go ahead with 100% faster. There's another kind of solution that's possible, but that's pretty much not necessary also, because this is a solution that works pretty fine. I mean, 97% faster is simply equally good. Okay, so I'll see if there is any need to make an explanation for that kind of solution or not. Based on that, I'll do another video. So let's go ahead with it. What this approach, what we did, we went ahead with two for loops. Okay, one going from I1 to I equivalent. Remember that. Okay, so that basically means we are traversing through the whole array but on an index of 1, right? And for the next loop, there is a nested loop, that is j1 that equal m. So that's traversing through the whole nums2 array. Further, we are checking if anyways nums of I minus 1 and nums2 of j minus 1. Why this minus 1? Because this is starting from 1 and 1, but in array all arrays are index zeros, right? So we are just checking for the zero index. We're going for zeros because this is going for one index. Let's say if we find two elements are getting matched, we are doing like dp of ij, our current position, equals to 1 plus dp of I minus 1 j minus 1. Simply we are going back. Okay, simply we are going back. If there's a match in previous case, we'll have stored the calculated value as I showed in the diagram. But if there is a not a match, it will have automatically kept as 0, because the default value of int in an like integer array is 0, right? So that will do so. And additionally we kept a check like what is the max. Max is math.max, whether a max or dp of ij, whoever is a maximum value we have, we simply put that in a max, right? Once it are done with this, we like once the whole loop is over, we return our max value, right? So this is the approach. This is the exact approach. So I hope this is understandable. And if you have any doubts or any question, make sure to comment them down in the comments as well. I'll be happy to help you out for that. Also, check out the link in the link for LeetCode code. Okay, this coding and all that, all those will be in the description. Make sure to check those out. So thank you all for watching this video. I hope I can make you understand. Hope to see you soon in my next video as well. Thank you.